What's inside of me? Have you ever wondered? I know a lot of us wonder what's underneath our skin. Well, I am here to tell you. It's the muscles, the blood vessels, the skeleton, and of course, our organs. The organs that perform the vital functions of the body are called as vital organs. They are the major organs of our body, and they are the brain, the heart, the lungs, the stomach, liver, kidneys, large and small intestine. These control some of our vital functions in one way or another. So, what are we going to learn today? We are going to learn about the major organs of our body, and we are going to learn about their location and the function of these organs. The brain. The brain is located inside the skull. The skull is like our own protection cover for our brain because the brain is such an important organ for us. It is also surrounded by a fluid. It's called the brain fluid. So you have the skull, then the fluid, and then the brain. So if you fall, the brain is cushioned by this fluid. The brain is about the size of a small cauliflower. It sends messages to the rest of the body using the spinal cord. The brain is almost like your body's own CPU, but I guess it is more efficient than the computer CPU because it performs so many different functions and controls so many different functionalities of our body. So the brain needs oxygen from the blood to work properly. Around 3,500 pints, so that's about 2,000 liters of blood flows through the brain every single day. That's a fun fact. The brain is split into two sides called the hemispheres. The different parts of the brain control different functions. The right side of the brain controls the left side of the body, and the left side of the brain controls the right side of the body. The areas of the brain that help with all of our senses. So basically the brain is like a train compartment and there are different areas that control the different senses. Our behavior, our speech, our memory, our movements, everything is controlled by the brain. The heart is like a pump, a muscle, but a pump. It is located in the center of the chest and it is about the size of your fist. So if you close your fist, yeah, that's about the size of your heart. It's located in the center, but not exactly the center, a little towards the left. All right. And one of the major functions of the heart is to send blood all around the body. Why does it have to send blood all around the body? Because this blood provides the body with oxygen and the nutrients that it needs. The right side of the heart receives blood from the body and pumps it to the lungs. The left side of the heart does the exact opposite. It receives blood from the lungs and pumps it out to the body. So the heart circulates blood two times. It takes all the blood from the body, it collects it and sends it to the lungs to get oxygenated. So the blood that it collects is deoxygenated blood that does not have oxygen, and it sends it to the lungs so that it gets oxygen. And the heart also sends blood all around the body so that it it can supply oxygen to the body and essential nutrients to the body. So the heart also collects blood from the lungs and sends it to the body. So it's two circulation. It's called double circulation. Now we come to the lungs. This is the rib cage which protects the lungs. The lungs are two spongy sac-like organs. Can you all see them? Yes. They take up most of the space in the chest. The left lung is a little smaller than the right lung so that it gives enough space for the heart. The lungs allow you to breathe in fresh air and breathe out stale air. Also, your body needs oxygen to stay alive. When you breathe in, the oxygen enters the lungs. The oxygen then goes into the bloodstream through the lungs. Remember, the heart helps and is carried to the rest of the parts of the body that need this oxygenated. The liver. The liver is the largest organ inside the body. The liver gets rid of toxins and helps store energy. So all the energy that is produced at the end of respiration is stored by the liver. When the body is fully grown, the liver will weigh about 1.5 kilograms. But by the time it is 60 years old, it will have shrunk to 0.8 kilograms. So the liver shrinks in size. That's a fun fact, isn't it? The stomach. We all know what the stomach does. The food that we eat enters the stomach, right? And it stays there for about 2.5 to 3 hours. The stomach muscles squash the food until it is a creamy pulp. The stomach then produces juices, basically acids, to break down the food into nutrients, into smaller particles, and kill the germs that you may have swallowed in the process of eating. Intestines. The food from the stomach there enters the intestines. Remember, the stomach had broken down the food into small particles. Now these food particles enter the intestine. Now the intestines are in two parts. The large intestine, which is thick and short, and the small intestine, which is narrow and long. The small intestine is a narrow coiled tube. It is coiled really tightly. So it's 6 to 7 meters long, but it fits into a small tiny space. When the food leaves the stomach, it comes to the small intestine. And here, the nutrients that are required can be absorbed back into the body. Water and food that cannot be digested passes into the large intestine and comes out of your body as waste. And finally, we have kidneys. The kidneys are organs that come in pairs. One of the main jobs of the kidneys is to filter out the waste in the blood. Most of the waste is just stuff your body doesn't need because it has already enough of it. The waste is combined with water to make urine. This then travels to the bladder. The kidney is just as important as the heart. But fun fact, you can survive on one kidney. The body doesn't need two to survive. You can survive on one. At least one kidney is required. If you've ever seen a kidney bean, a rajma, then that's the shape of your kidney. Each kidney is about 13 centimeters long and 8 centimeters wide. Hold the computer mouse in your hand and there you have it. That's the size of a kidney. So children, I hope you all enjoyed learning about the organs of our body. Thank you.